I know Kyle talked about it too. Into the TB, it doesn't feel as good because he's gonna naturally go Manta. He's gonna naturally be able to go for the BKB versus what he's up against too, and it's not gonna feel bad at all. So I feel like that might be the big X factor for me that turns me in favor of Secret a lot more. Just he hard counters the two supports in a way just from natural item builds.
And it does also feel that, you know, Mudgolems, they don't really have any heroes to burst the TB, right? There is that magic damage, of course, and a lot of it, but it's very sort of drawn out. So there's going to be ample opportunity in the fights for the TB to pop the Sunder, or as you say, the BKB down the line and stand his ground.
Absolutely. Like, what's their actual stun in this game? It's an Aether Remnant and the Vacuum mini stun. Unless they have, let's say, an item or something like that, or Supernova stun. There's no stuns from a Tumbaman in this game almost at all. So these, I mean, you're going to see these Sunders expectedly probably to be casted every single time if he gets an opportunity to. They can't actually hard lock him down. Nice little courier kill there by Biver.
Yeah, we'll see what sort of action Mudgolems is able to bring, and if they are able to draw the game out to the point where, you know, Skeeter is able to get those items, because, you know, talking about the lack of stuns, you know, this is a game where, as the PA, you know, Skeeter's able to get like the Battle Fury, the Deso, and the Basher into Abyssal, then you're at least going to have some sort of way to punch into the Terrorblade and interrupt that ability to reliably turn and have the Sunder.
Absolutely, and he's playing versus, I look at the two supports on the side of Secret, and they're incredibly fragile. We've seen this PA picked up a lot versus, in particular, the Rubik, but even versus Coddle. He's just he can delete them in one hit in the fights if he gets to that point. And it's a fun matchup. I like seeing like this PA versus Terrorblade because they both work in each other in such a nice way because of the blur mechanic, but then also, you know, the high armor on the TB that comes into. So they both, you know, they both go against each other nicely. Yeah.
I think sort of overall that the Warrior is definitely there for Mudgolems. That this game, with the way that they've drafted it, it sort of has the potential to go the same way as. Oh, what happened?
He was DC'd for sure because he's just getting wrecked by Nisha.
Oh,
he got hit. He took like 3 hits without moving. I was like, uh-oh, what's going on here?
That's unfortunate for 9 there. Does have a salve at least though, so. You know, as much as you said, there's extra hits for the lag will hurt. He's going to be able to keep himself in lane, but yeah. So with Skeeter playing this sort of hero like the PA, it's kind of like game 1, right, where he's playing the Ricky. You know, he's just going to need time to get those items, and once he has sort of the Battle Fury and to sort of the first or second item after that, he's got to kind of hope that by that point his team hasn't been run over.
Exactly, and they are playing versus, like I've said, you know, there's a Beastmaster. There's always the potential that you make 1 or 2 mistakes and you just lose so many towers. And it's not only just a Beastmaster; it's the Beastmaster and the Coddle, which I feel like can kind of change the aspect a lot because Coddle can just move heroes around, move Beastmaster around to set up for ganks and pushing towers a lot easier. Can open up the map a lot. So we'll see how Mudgolems is able to defend those towers, because I also look at their draft and they don't have that D push. They don't have that spam that we usually do like to see versus a lot of this push.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, Iron Shell is going to be pushing waves out, but as you say, when it comes to actually holding on to towers, it's not going to be the easiest to stop Secret taking the objectives with their sort of push that they have to offer.
Yeah, they're going to need pretty much like their level 6s on the 2 supports if they want to look to contest those big tower pushes when Secret starts collapsing. They're going to need the Supernova. They're going to need a good overgrowth because it does feel like it will be pretty hard. 33. We'll be okay up top.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Sitting on the farm so far. Skeeter having a pretty easy lane down here.
Has been killed.
22 and 5.
Yeah, I think he's gotten 2 or 3 boars as well, I want to say. I saw him get at least 2.
Yeah, I think he must have with sort of the numbers that he's hitting in this lane. 25 last hits hit.
He's about to get a 3rd. Okay, I think that's the 3rd boar I saw him get. So yeah, he's doing a good job of focusing those. And they give a lot. They do give quite a lot of experience in particular.
And this game is what 9 is. He's doing very nicely against Nisha. And it's only going to get better with that DD rune that he's been able to pick up in the bottle.
Yeah, definitely a Void Spirit favored matchup in particular. But Nisha, I mean, Nisha's held his own in the last hits. Maybe a little bit of lag contributing to a couple extra last hits for him. We'll give him a few. Immediately living armor gets thrown on 9, dispelled from the tornado. So he can't take advantage of that in mid.
And you imagine we're going to see Nisha sort of play the Invoker again in that sort of selfless style where he's going to be making a lot of moves and itemizing to buff up his Terrorblade.
Yeah, I mean, I could see the argument for him eventually getting a Spirit Vessel, but just earn into Medallion Solar Crest feels like the best. He could definitely throw his Aghanims in there, because Ice Wall is not the best versus PA in particular, but it's still a very annoying ability, too. I mean, the Shard as well, too, I'm talking about as well.
That should help. Dire's top tower is under attack.
See when the first moves are going to come out from both mids. How are we doing on the levels? Yeah, 6 just about to be hit by 9. As he shows his face in mid, Nisha quickly removing the DD. Make sure that 9 hasn't that advantage. 9 trying to kill the creeps quickly to hit that 6. Needs one more to die now, he's got it. So Nisha having to be a little cautious. Any sort of move over towards mid could set up for 9 to burst through someone. I mean, this sort of game, whose job is it going to be to make the moves to pressure the TB? I mean, like, what sort of setup do mudgolems need to have happen on that top half of the map to slow Matu's early game down?
It has to be 9. That's really the only one. No, but nobody else really can threaten him, I don't feel like. Even with 9, I feel like it's going to be tough to really slow down Matu this game for them. And it'll be very obvious when he does make the move away, too, so... He's done a good job right now of forcing the mid-wave out, and he's actually killed the enemy catapult, so Nisha has a catapult coming into his side, but he's not going to get any tower damage, and we'll see what 9 chooses to do with his movement. Bottom is an easier gank for him, and he can look to set up on both of them. They have a lot of chase room, too, with the lane positioning right now.
This is totally under the obs, though.
He's getting pinged out. He places an obs on top of the enemy obs, too, and
yeah.
Secret's going to be able to back away.
And not only giving away his move, but giving away the warding.
Oh, and they tip him.
They do. I mean, that sort of move hurts, right? As you say, that's 9's momentum this game is going to be rather important.
Yeah. Probably the TP gank maybe would have been a little bit of a better one, but then he wouldn't have had the TP to go back to the mid lane, so it is what it is. It happened. Matu now has gone fully to the jungle. Let's see how they try to contest him. Biver's going to start scouting out, maybe getting some vision down. 33 going to look to push the top tower in, but Puppey, he's going to be there to absorb all those levels, just as we saw earlier on in, I think, the first series of the day.
And 33 and Biver there. Getting in deep mid lane, Nisha. He get taken down pretty low here by 9. The Absol's there by his side. 9 actually jumping over. Still looking to kill Nisha off. Is he actually going to be able to do it, though? Nisha turning with another Tornado. 9 with the Resonant Pulse isn't enough to get the kill, and he's going to lose his life himself there. As another tip. This time Nisha handing over to Matu, who, of course, did head over to have a bit of a look in that action as well around the mid lane. Top lane 33 and Biver. They're trying to go for Puppey, but the wall is completely off the mark. Puppey... he's going to be fine.
He's fine.
He's
all right.
Under no threat at all from these two heroes as he just walks around the tower, wall off the mark.
Nisha's here now with an urn. He can look for Biver. He's got the Icarus dive, and he'll actually be able to get himself just out of range of Nisha. But yeah, I mean, 9, he really pushed the limit on that last one, because he could have actually Astral stepped and probably maybe lived and gotten up, but he went for the Resonant Pulse and just went to man up trying to go for the kill. Cost him quite a bit.
That sort of focus around the mid lane, though, is taking attention away from the bottom lane. Skeeter continue to have complete free farm, quite like Matu is.
Yeah.
As they're both neck and neck on the gold here at this point. And, you know, Skeeter, I mean, last game, he popped off on the Wraith King. You know, he was carrying them all on his back. And PA, very much like the Wraith King, it's that sort of hero, right? You know, if Skeeter's able to play his sort of game for the first 20 minutes, he can carry the whole game alone.
Yeah, if he can get away with it, and he's getting very uncontested farm, as you said, and they've done a great job of keeping their towers safe, too. It's like usually, like the book 1 has been out now for some time for Zai. Tower is at 100% HP. Sure, I think it's been healed up a little bit by Mfado, but still a very big deal that Skeeter's able to hold his ground. And just keep getting all these board kills. Now the book is in summoned and just in the lane constantly, so it looks like he's being a little bit more hesitant. They're bringing a third hero down, 9, looking to stop this push. Look at the setup on side too. The book is about to end. This is maybe good timing if he knows it's happening.
Looks like 9 doesn't want to go.
Nope.
Takes the time to head over here, but doesn't feel comfortable with finding an opportunity to get in. Actually, Yeah.
Nisha's going to go for the Witchblade instead. Okay, this is another Quas-Wex build that we've seen, and just like overall for most of these int mid heroes, a lot of people have been liking it. Works well with Cold Snap too, and you're just one of the highest int gain heroes in the game, so nice damage from it that can come out if he chooses to go for it. It also provides you some nice stuff too, even some armor. Like, tough to get armor on some heroes. Invoker, you know, take anything you can get.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Nisha did swing down, bottom around those bounty rune spawns, just in case mudgolems were going to try and fight for it. Wasn't the case. Back over towards mid. Dust prepared by 9, ready to really try and dive in and go for Nisha, but as we've seen, just him alone is not quite enough burst on the full combo of the Void Spirit to solo the Invoker right now.
Let's look if they try to make any move around this 10-minute catapult wave. We see 9, he's really forcing the lane, and I think he's probably calling for some help. He's probably like +1, and I can probably kill Nisha with this dust.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah.
As he's forced it in.
If he gets, yeah, even just an Iron Shell. Iron Shell on the Void Spirit, and 9 probably will be able to take down, or at least really threaten the Invoker and force Secret to have to come in with TPs.
They still have that ward down that he placed from way earlier. It never got taken out, and they're actually scouting Matu farming over here. Can't quite get on top of him. They'll settle for Yapstor. Now Nisha is starting to try to bail out this area.
And he's going to come in with the setup. Tornado EMP down onto Flutter now with the Roar. They're going to be able to try and go for 33 as well. 33 will turn with the ball. He looks to get out of there with the Surge. He'll make it up to the high ground. He's going to tick down to the Earnest Shadows.
9? He committed in.
He really wanted to get that kill onto Nisha. It's just not happening. There's been a few too many times now where 9 has just misread the opportunities that he feels are there. He's trying to go in for these kills. He's not getting them. And it's really hurting his game. You know, as a Void Spirit, he can't afford to be dying like this.
No, I'm surprised they stuck around too after such a long time. But they already got the 1 kill. I thought they were going to back away. Like, Skeeter's getting all this free farm, so they didn't need to force it too much. Just a little bit too much coming out from 9 again here.
Tower is under attack.
Nisha has the Witchblade done now too, so he's packing a punch. He's going to be doing a lot of damage in the fights when he shows up.
A lot of damage in control with that combo.
And now bottom tower is going to start getting hit here from Zai.
They're getting the space to do it as well. No one from Golems having any interest in heading down here. They're still very set on trying to kill Puppey.
Yeah.
He's been living up here for a long time. They want him out of it.
He's spotted. He's level 8, so it's a good chunk of XP when they do kill him at least.
And they will. They get it.
They will.
But you know, the Puppey's gonna. I think he's gonna be fine with this. You know, he knew he was going to eventually die, and up until the point he did, he got a lot of stuff out, a lot of XP, a lot of farm out of that top lane.
Yeah, and we see Zai takes the bottom tower. He's already starting to connect toward mid, and that's the book 3 finished. He's got it done at this very early 13-minute mark, as we are used to seeing for these Beastmasters. Let's see if mudgolems can hold it off. This is really the test. If they can hold off for this next like 7 minutes to keep stalling, not lose too much of their map control, that could be pretty nice for them. So they have to make some nice reads, and I think they have to try to look to fight around that area. Fight around with your egg, fight around with your overgrowth when Secret does look to sandwich.
Yeah, there we go. We can see Puppey on the heat map. Still been living up on that top lane.
Yeah, he's going back up there immediately. He's like, all right, you want to keep pushing my waves in? I'll just more farm for me. I'll get my Glimmer done.
Radiant are scanning.
And the Battle Fury is complete for Skeeter.
8 seconds on the Necrobook summon for Zai, and that's when they're really going to force it through. He's backing up just a slight moment right now. But yeah, Roar plus the book 3. Most of these targets are going to die. Let's see.
4-9. Going to try and look for Zai. Trying to find the Roar. He's able to get it out onto the Phoenix. But well, the Tornado is going to buy a little bit of time for Zai. Zai's still alive here. He'll finally fall. The mana's been drained completely from 9, as 9's just getting beaten down. He can't jump out. No way to escape without his mana. 33 also being slowed. They're popping the ult here from Fada to hold them back. Secret's still trying to chase if they've got any further way of grabbing in onto 33. They don't. Surge is back up. 33 will make it out. So the 1-for-1 there between the two teams.
Okay. I mean, they jumped into the fight all the way up there, and with like the fire spirits slow and everything, the book actually didn't kill 9 at the pace that I thought it would. He's able to at least get a trade for himself. Slight little something, and they stopped the push is the important thing too. Like that tower now, tier 1 mid is not getting beaten on by Zai until he respawns, and then maybe he's just gonna run right at it immediately.
All these
and Skeeter's very big, as we said. He's Battle Fury's finished up.
They're both getting all the space that they want. Neither carry having their game slowed down at all here. See after the Battle Fury, Skeeter going to queue up that BKB, make sure that he's going to be fighting fit as soon as possible, and able to really turn up before Matu himself has got just as big of items as Matu. He's got the Manta finished. Seeing the CS to 150 CS, just a little bit ahead of Skeeter with the way that Matu's cleaning up the jungle with his illusions.
He's also been getting blessed by Puppey a bit there. Not getting recalled around the map, but just getting Chakra Magic, so then he just summons another illusion, you know, Conjure Image. Then goes to 10. Yeah, he gets extra farm.
Certainly
sure, I'm on mid.
And here's the sort of push they have. Forge Spirits, Necro Book out. I'd say it's a lot of push. But at the same time, the heal on the towers, definitely slowing things down a little bit.
Catapult's still alive with 11 HP. And Alacrity Catapult. And they will get the tower. And a DD does spawn down bottom. It's going to be Nisha who gets it. But Nisha, he can hurt, as we said, with this Witchblade.
Yeah, Nisha doing very well as well when it comes to the farm that he has, because you do sort of see these Invokers pick up the urn and make a lot of movements around and just fall behind. Nisha's not, because of how much he's getting from the involvement in the fight. He's 3-0-2. He's been involved in every kill so far that Secret's got.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be more of that transitioning rather than just a straight-up buffer for his TB.
He's keeping up nicely.
Has to be careful. He's really far forward right now. Okay, he's going to be able to walk away.
Like, he just doesn't feel too scared. I mean, as we said at the start, what is the catch from Mudgolems? It's sort of 9 going in on you, and other than that, you're able to sort of walk away.
Yeah, it's very true. Zai, set up on top. The wards will come out to scout him. They'll be taken out immediately, but at least now they probably don't lose Biver, as he was looking to get set up on immediately. And again, they're going to be able to slow down this tower, push top, get the living armor out there. This is all good moves here from Mudgolems. They're only at a 2k deficit throughout all of this.
It's going to potentially come down to which hero can do the harder carrying, this PA or the Terrorblade. I mean, how would you sort of rate the PA versus Terrorblade matchups throughout the course of the game? I mean, is the armor enough on a TB, or is the damage just enough to sort of ignore the fact that TB has such a high armor when this PA gets their items on?
It's tough to just put it in a straight up vacuum.
Yeah.
Because there's just so many. There's BKB piercing disables on the side of Secret, so that just changes everything. Sure, there's BKB piercing on the side of the Radiant too, but TB, as we said, he's going to build Manta BKB. So I feel like for Matu, he has a little bit of easier ways to play around that one for now. But then later on, it's going to start getting harder because there's a Darkseer. So that wall, like it's just tough.
Smoke up from
say straight up.
The Secret Biver to see what they can find here. Biver, he's been found. Raw drop straight away. No messing around there. As Zai seizes the opportunity to grab a kill. Now able to start getting some pressure in onto this tier 2 tower bottom and around this 20-minute mark as well. So maybe able to open up the outpost. Mid lane, Skeeter getting a free kill onto Puppey. Poop with the jump in, popping the fortification as well as that living armor to try and keep this tower up alive for that 20th minute.
You know what I'm most hopeful that we get this game? The anime punch.
Oh, he's not gonna get that.
Hey, tell me how it's bad versus Terrorblade. Like, come on, man.
I mean, sure, I guess, yeah. You're making a little TV illusion to punch him.
I mean, it's a meme. But that would be cool. That's one. This is an argument that I could see it for. It's gonna have Aghanims almost finished on 33.
Yeah,
I mean, that's gonna be really nice for the Void Spirit as well as the PA if they look to get involved. There is, of course, that Dispel, the Tornado Dispel that's going to be coming into action, but they're both going for the BKBs. So Ion shelled up with the BKBs. They're going to be able to stick on these targets.
farm game continues. Skeeter still happy to play with just the creeps until he has that Deso done on top of the BKB.
I think they can look for a fight here. The Matu does have his BKB and his Manta finish, so he is also very strong in the fights, but I think they're starting to feel themselves right now. With Skeeter being just this big, and they also have the Aghanims on the Darkseer, I believe, just finished, so some nice little spike for them, and it's right around these bounty runes.
Oh, YapzOr. Gotta be careful heading up around here. He may just die. Ah, he's dead for sure. YapzOr. An easy kill here for mudgolems, but nobody else was secret around to get caught out. As Zai and Matu playing inside of mudgolem's triangle.
Another smoke immediately. They're trying to look for this, trying to get the number advantage. Top tower is dropping pretty fast, though.
Yeah, unlike he's
Nine is already set up.
To keep a hold on this one, that is falling far too quick. Matu after the BKB getting that incredibly powerful Aghanims for the Terror Blade.
Yeah, that's one of those that I feel like changes a lot. Like, that's why I was like, the PA versus TB, like this item is just insane how much potential it does give. They're looking to chase out for the fight here. Matu has his whole team at the ready, and like we said, he has the BKB Manta. He feels like the most powerful hero on the map right now.
Yeah, they don't kill this BKB Manta Terror Blade.
No. He just started his TP, it seemed like, and just immediately canceled it. I guess they both TP'd bottom.
He's like, yeah, I've got to keep with the light, you know.
They got to get used to it, yeah.
Spells, you know, he can take me around the map. Just 6-6 here, 21 minutes in. Secret with the 4K lead. Skeeter keeping very close there to the farm of Matuma Man. This PA still is going to have a huge amount of potential when it comes to cleaning up the squishier heroes at the start of these fights. You know, YapzOr and Puppey have got to be very careful with their positioning. Otherwise, Secret are going to have to face most of these engagements with a few men down if Skeeter finds his targets.
But for the most part, Secret should be the ones, they want to be the ones getting the jump, right? That's kind of the point of their draft with the Beastmaster. You know, you normally want to get the vision and have these stronger heroes up in the front line, but they don't have this super tanky front line by any means, so it could catch them off guard for sure if the PA can find some sneaky angles. Level 18 now, so level 3 crit online for Skeeter. No Deso just yet, but still a big step that he's hit. And it's a DD on Matu. Playing around the pit for the moment. They can kill it at a very fast pace if they are able to set up.
They're going to look to take that Roche down. See what mudgolems can do to slow this. They're almost certainly going to want to try and put a stop to this, get involved. But as you say, it's hard. Matu taking it down ever so quickly. They do manage to get in onto him. I believe the bash as well from Roche helping out. That will be enough to put them out towards the side. Matu popping the Sundra to get himself back up to full HP. And so go back into the pit now. No Supernova to worry about as it was used rather early.
It's already half of the meta used, and they're pushing him away from this pit. Now with the wall down too, and the book is dead. Secret feeling a little bit hesitant to actually full commit now.
Well,
14 seconds as we see ESB chilling point out.
It looks like it's going to be enough to scare them away. Skeeter, he's looking for it with these crits. He's going to try and take this before they're ready to head back in. So here we go. Tornado to disrupt things. Sunstrike's going to be coming down on Skeeter. He's popping the BKB to finish it off, and he'll be able to get it. They get the BKB and the Aegis here. Skeeter, can he jump in for more? 9 trying to cause some sort of distraction, but YapzOr is able to hold them back with the stolen Overgrowth. Goes for the TP out, and he's able to make it away. YapzOr at least able to put a stop to the potential chase from mudgolems after they pick up the Roshan and the Aegis.
Dire got the last hit, though. I didn't see what actually got the last hit, but something on the side of Secret did get the kill. And Matu, he actually did not have Mant up, and he used BKB and just got insta-rooted, so that was a little bit fearful for him. But YapzOr does have a big steal. If he holds on to that one for 60 seconds, they'll have an overgrowth for the next fight. But it is into an Aegis now of a PA who also has the Deso finished up. So they got to be a little bit careful.
He's hitting those timings.
Yes.
Just all in all, yeah. Nice moves around the pit there from mudgolems to not let Secret get away with that attempted Roche.
Yeah, just the throwing of all these spells, like the Fire Spirits, plus just even the Nature's Grasp with the Ironwood Tree, you know, of course, because Fada did get that one. It was disrupting them quite a bit. Now they have their own Aghanims on Matu, so he's always going to have at least 10 seconds of meta for the most part, and that's Fear.
They're grabbing onto 33. 33 turns with a vacuum wall down, but there's the stun. He's out in position. Skeeter's trying to get him with the BKB. He's looking for his target, but doesn't look like he's able to really find something he feels confident going upon. And opts to back out of there, get themselves away from Secret. It is, of course, the Metamorphosis being popped by Matu. So mudgolems choosing to try and wait it out. And we'll look to potentially re-engage after that Metamorphosis comes to an end.
They gotta be wary of the Terror Wave, though. You know, it's always that 10 seconds inside the fights, and 10 seconds can be enough a lot of the times for TB. We also see YapzOr, he did get rid of the Overgrowth, but gets the Wall Steal, so pretty valuable one to drop it for. Secret back to farming and splitting up all over the map when that Darkseer is dead. Just any ways that they can get their lanes pushed out since he is gone. mudgolems, they really want to push forward for this mid tower. YapzOr is set up. And they've got Matu in the area now too.
Dire structures are fortified.
mudgolems just being very careful about how they stick around. Quick poke at the tower, fortifications out, they're instantly away. Making sure that they don't overstay their welcome. Top lane, Skeeter. Maybe seeing if he could have found Nisha, but Nisha was very speedy with his moves. Pokes the way forward, instantly out of there and ready to join the rest of the team over towards mid.
They're making quick moves.
All across the map right now, Secret. mudgolems.
Skeeter trying to get this wrap around here onto the supports.
Top tower is under attack.
He's sneaking in. He's almost getting in there.
Fada stepping into the Necro books here at the high ground. Skeeter, he's going to be able to get himself on top of Zai. Zai's able to get the roar out just in time. The Cataclysm comes in, hitting Skeeter. With the 2 stun strikes, jumps over towards the side. The illusions continue to beat him down and push him back. Skeeter will live though. No further way to sort of beat through him and the evasion that he does have.
That's all when Matu does not have Metamorphosis, though, and you can see how reluctant mudgolems is to commit. Just this vision aspect, this Beastmaster, they claim an area, and if you walk up, like, you can't sneak anymore at this point. Tree, sure, he can walk through some trees, but he's gonna get spotted, he's gonna get grabbed, and they need everyone, really, in this game in order to take these fights versus this TB, who's gonna be so amped up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Almost kills Zai, though. Zai almost did die.
Hey, he was 1 hit away from dying.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And sort of Skeeter's build as well. I mean, why do you feel that he wants to go for this S and Y after sort of everything else that he's built up, this Battle Fury, BKB Death, and then sort of back to this kind of mid-game item? Is status resistance that important for him against some of the things that Secret have?
I guess he feels like it is in this one. It just this like fear, the lifts, the roars. It's the BKB. It doesn't matter, right? He's always gonna get roared, and this will always have an efficient usage.
Yeah,
that's the way I guess I see it. Just wants something right now as well, too, not having to stall out and wait for a long time.
Yeah, and he will have it. Level 20's hit, S&Y's out. That boosted evasion and the good all-round stats and status resistance. It's going to be pretty strong if he can find the jumps. He's going to look over towards Nisha, but Nisha quick with the Ghost Walk. Skeeter himself not having any detection available on himself.
Starting to get ran at, though. Seeing all of Secret look to connect toward Nisha. That Aegis is gone now.
Yeah, roars back up. See if they can find the grab.
They got the lift.
Got the catch onto 9-9. Popping the BKB. Gonna jump over towards Zai, but the roar's out. Cataclysm down as well. They'll blow up 9. 9 will fall. Secret ready to try and chase for another. They have the Tornado catch from Nisha onto 33. He's trying to surge his way out of there, but the ice wall is down. The root holds them back a little bit. Matu just pops the BKB, pushes on to take out 33. Heads over towards Biver as him and Fada and Skeeter on the retreat. Skeeter will manage to TP out. Biver also attempting for a TP, but there's far too much damage coming out from Secret as Matu kills him off. It's looking a bit tricky for mudgolems to play their game right now. They're really having an immense struggle when it comes to just fighting Team Secret's lineup.
It's really gonna feel like it's gonna. I feel like it's gonna feel like this for a long time because they have no stuns in their draft. It's so awkward for them to
like who goes? I mean,
and just be able to go.
Like
Skeeter goes in, and he can kill one of these squishy guys almost instantly. But then one hero is gonna get locked down, and they have no way to protect them. Cataclysm is gonna take someone out almost every time. This is gonna be a recurring issue.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, Brawl Cataclysm is such a solid way for Secret to start the fights. And
yeah, and Matu, he's been patient. That last fight, he didn't use meta. That was just the terror wave that he'd used. And now he's got the MKB finished up for himself too, so he's got an actual counter versus Skeeter. It's looking a bit hard here for mudgolems to really threaten at all. They can kill the squishies, but they can't kill these core heroes. There's just no way to control them.
See Skeeter as well, just focusing on tanking up this game and living through the burst and initiation from Secret. If he does get roared, going for that Satanic next after the S and Y. Opting to be as beefy as he can to stand up against the initiation from Secret. Will still mean though that, you know, it feels like finding the damage to take down this Terrorblade is going to be pretty hard.
Yeah,
what mudgolems have. It's not easy at all for them to really ever kill Matu.
I was wondering what else he could build because like the Satanic, it doesn't. He wants to have some type of more survivability, but it feels like he might be lacking damage. He's gonna kill these supports, but yeah, this TB, he has an Elven Tunic now too, so he's got this built-in evasion on top of his evasion talent too. So this PA is gonna be missing like crazy. I feel like he might just need to go for a damage item instead. I don't know if the Satanic will be the right choice. That's true,
yeah. I mean, adding up to 30% evasion on the Terrorblade. That's a significant amount.
That's a lot.
Evasion.
Yeah.
When you consider already how high his armor is, and with the heart that Matu's going for next, you know, how high his HP is going to be. He's going to be such a tanky hero, and they just don't really have the greatest of ways to kill him. I mean, it's I don't even know how they're even going to get him low.
No, I don't know either. I really think that Skeeter might identify that soon and maybe switch up either for Rapier or MKB because it feels like it might be getting toward that territory.
Yeah. I mean, he obviously wanted some sort of lifesteal. Was fortunate enough to find a Paladin sword, so maybe the fact that he's got that, he feels that he can actually get something else. And instead of building that mask into the Satanic. Big crits there, though. Puppey will go down. Instant buyback from Puppey. He's TPing over towards the outpost. Skeeter jump up to the high ground as they are on the escape. Zeiss hunting. He's looking for a roar opportunity. He's going to be able to find it. Roar down onto 9. Cataclysm from Nisha follows up. As 9 goes down, the rest of mudgolems running away. As Matu chases on. Don't have any catch himself, though, to hold any of the rest of mudgolems down. So the rest of them will escape. Still 13k lead for Secret, and a lot of mudgolems just having to run away.
I'm surprised how 9 got caught too. He had both Astral Steps up. He kind of just stuck around for an area, and the windup, the windup of Roar is pretty long. I felt like he might have been able to defensively get out of there, but...
Oh, Skeeter
will find Puppey again.
He finds Puppey a second time, but the Fear's going to push him back. He pops the BKB, jumps over towards the creep wave. Matu removing the overgrowth there with the Manta. Does get pulled back by the Remnant. Matu actually gets taken down. They're able to burst through him. They kill him off. And now 33, he's sending the illusions in over towards Yapsor. Yapsor's trying to run. Daggers out. Yapsor falls. They do it. Matu, he died surprisingly quickly there.
Yeah, what the... I didn't see what just killed him so fast. It looks like everybody was just doing a lot of damage. It was just magic and all that bringing it together on top of him. And is Roche up yet? Roche is going to respawn in 30 seconds. Could be a decent timing. And
that's a huge kill for him to find. I mean, it was the Remnant, I believe, that sort of set it up. We said that's sort of the stun they have. That's all they needed, apparently. I mean, here we have it. Matu trying to beat into this PA. Trying to mount away from the overgrowth, but there you have the grab from the Remnant brings him in, and he's gone. No chance.
He held the BKB.
Yeah.
I just didn't expect to get burst. He was taking a lot of gradual magic damage, and yeah, he held on to it. Nice grab there from mudgolems, and now, I mean, Skeeter has his Satanic, so...
All right, and Roshan's up. There's a DD down at the bottom.
Oh.
They grab that, they head to Roche. Mudgolems are going to be getting themselves back into... an okay position here against Secret. Still down 10k overall. They can pick up this Aegis. And if they can kill Matu just like that again, catch him out without him popping the BKB, even though I will imagine that Matu's going to be a little more careful with how long he holds that BKB in the fights now, that he's seen that he can still get taken down.
I mean, but yeah, DD is popped. He had it inside the bottle. Let's see if he's able to protect it. Do they get a Tornado Dispel onto Skeeter? Looking to disengage. So many summons coming in.
Yeah, but the smoke. Mudgolems. Trying to come in from an angle that give him a chance to make the jump. 9. He's been able to find Zai. They're in onto the Beastmaster. Zai, he's not able to get out the Roar. He dies straight away. Will come in with a buyback. Matu's being focused. Another pullback by the Vacuum. This time he pops the BKB, turns to stand his ground. So that onto the PA, and the follow Cataclysm blows up Skeeter. The Skeeter's gone. 9 as well, in a whole lot of trouble as the Cold Snap connects. He's locked down. The Secret with that buyback from Zai. They can move him for more. Over towards the pit they go, and with 2 cores down, they'll find it. And this time around, we saw it. Matu gets the BKB off. And with that Sunder Cataclysm combo onto the PA, they have a great way to work through what is quite a lot of HP that Skeeter does have.
They committed their gold. There's no buyout. They're dead for a long time. That's likely a Rax. I don't know how they hold this up with no ults at all.
Yeah, a full minute on the 2 of them.
That's a full metamorphosis as well too, because he only used the Terror Wave before.
Oh, this base is gonna take a bit of a beating here, Mudgolems.
Oh my god. The buffs. All the buffs, look at him. 40 seconds of full meta with Solar Crest, Inner Beast, everything at the ready. Can they even go? Can they make it to the top lane too?
It looks like they can. Secret's just taking the base.
Can they go up? I think they're going to get all 3 sets, like 30 seconds still.
They can definitely do it. The speed that they're taking down these buildings, they're just going to be able to grab the Megas. Both Skeeter and 9 out for a minute without the gold for buyback. And now, just like that, they've got to deal with Mega creeps. I mean, I guess it was always inevitable against this lineup from Secret. You make one sort of blunder like that, and they will tear apart your base in seconds.
Yeah, sure, you got Zai, you know, but he had the last laugh with the buyback. He gets the perfect roar, and now your base is in shambles. You pretty much lost the game. You're gonna need a blessing, even more so, to bring yourself back in this one here.
I mean,
Skeeter.
Skeeter, he's you see his build. He's just had it with this raw Sunstrike stuff. He's like, I'm buying an Eon disc.
I mean, the other counter is too is you have a teammate with a Force Staff, right? Like that's another thing that people do maybe overlook. We see Fada is now building for it, but just a blink Force Staff and you can save people from Cataclysm. So now that the damage has been done though, like their base is in shambles and all the lanes are going to push in so fast. There's summons aplenty. Secret's just going to look for this last hurrah battle. Just running Matu in.
Skeeter. It's fun, Matu, but Matu pops the Terror Wave and the Roar's out to 33. 33 just taken down. And
now 9.
Few punches from Matu. 9 also gone. BKB doing nothing for him against these punches of Matu.
No, that looks like all she wrote. And it's man, 9 so many times in this fight I've seen that too. He jumps into the back line to try to get this like great setup, and he gets hit by the Terror Wave and dies during it.
And this is the tier 4s starting to be taken down by Matu. What have they got to stop him? Doesn't look like a whole lot here. Skeeter, he's trying to step in, but the grab's there from the telekinesis to put the BKB. They'll jump over towards the Rubik. He wants to try for the easy kills first. He'll get one, and now he's going to try and get out. He jumps over towards the side of... Just managed to heal up there with the Satanic and a big crit. So he won't die, but the base, it's falling. Tier 4 goes down. Matu's just looking to close this one up and get himself ready for bed. They're going to try once more to push him away, but the Cataclysm's coming out. Skeeter just hasn't got the damage to kill these cores as the base goes down. GG's called, and Secret will take this game 3.